Hey everyone, I'm Carlos, and today I have a gameplay for the Uberstrike 4.3 Video Contest. Now, this is a bit different than what I normally do. I normally do montages and little videos like that, little mini edits and stuff. Excuse me. But I don't really do commentaries because I don't enjoy talking to a mic in which there's no one on the other end. Except for, of course, my future viewers. You guys are my future viewers. It just feels funny, and I can't keep a good flow going. I'm not really a guy to talk your ear off. I'll chat your ear off in Skype, of course, flooding the Uberstrike admins with my ideas and thoughts of the game. I'm just not very good at talking to nothing. You guys are nothing. You're just not here at this present moment. I'm not good at talking to the future, I guess. But anyways, I'm recording this with Fraps. I bought Fraps, and my hard disk is causing this to lag a bit. I don't know how it'll look in the final render of this, but in this gameplay, when I was playing, I felt kind of that there was like a mouse lag or whatever, and you can look at the frame rate up top. It's around 60 frames a second, and I find in this game, 60 frames a second, there's always this strange input lag that it isn't in like other games. It must be something with Unity or something, because other Unity applications or games that I played, it has the same problem. I feel that anything above 60 frames a second, the mouse lag is pretty much gone. I like to play at 120 frames a second plus, but that, of course, that's not always possible. It's not possible when I'm recording a video, because my hard disk can only write so much data at a time. I'll probably have to get a solid state drive. Those things are pretty fast too. Anyways, I'd like to talk to you about this map. Now, this is my favorite map in Uberstrike, and for all you Sky Garden people out there, I hate Sky Garden. Sky Garden is junk, and you should go play a real map like Temple of the Raven. And hopefully this video will show you how to play it a bit better. Now, Sky Garden, it's a health drain map. There's no health and there's no armor, unless of course you spawn with armor suit on. Just kidding. I play with armor sometimes. My beta hero shirt is pretty sexy. I think it looks good. I don't know if you guys have seen pictures of it, but it's pretty sweet. I should post the picture sometime. It's pretty awesome. But oh my goodness, that was extremely strange. I should probably get on to talking about this map and how to play it. Now, unlike Sky Garden, there's health and there's armor, so it's optimal if you collect those. A lot of people say, oh, you're a noob, you're a health noob and an armor noob. You pick up health and armor when you're damaged. I'm sorry, but is it not logical to pick up armor and to pick up health if it's going to help prevent you from dying? If you can wear armor to prevent you from dying, then why not pick up more armor to prevent you from dying? And why not pick up health when you're low on health? There's nothing cowardly about picking up health. It's merely smart and just common sense. If there's health there, pick it up. Just like ammo. You're not gonna let yourself, oh no, I'm out of ammo, so I'm not gonna pick up more ammo because I'm an ammo noob. It just doesn't make any sense. My point is, you gotta time the armor and the health. There's 4 items that you should time on Temple of the Raven specifically. There is the Uber armor, the Uber health, and the big armors. So the Uber health, it respawns every minute, and it gives you 100 health. Now, that's pretty sweet because you can get up to 200 health. Of course, it times down, so it'll count down. If you look at my on the bottom left of the screen, you can see my HP slowly going down. That's not because I'm poisoned or anything. That's because it counts down to 100 health, and then it stays there. And of course, it'll get knocked off if you get damaged. And the same applies with armor, unless of course you're wearing an armor suit, and then it will stay at the value of your armor suit. And so you can get up to 200 health and 200 armor. Of course, not for long. So then there's also the brother. Let's call him the brother of the Uber health. We'll call him. He's the Uber armor, and he likewise, like his brother, he respawns every minute, and he gives you 100 armor points, and you can get up to 200 armor. Then there's the Uber armor's little kids. Well, not little kids, we call them the teenage kids, and they are the big armors. Now they respawn every 30 seconds, and they give you 50 armor points. Now they're basically half of what the Uber armor is, and they're a bit harder to time than the Uber armor and the Uber health, because 30 seconds from now on the clock, if I ask you right now what's 30 seconds from 8:18, could you say that in your head right off the bat? No, you would have to take some time thinking about that. Now, timing those is a bit more of an experience thing, and if you can, it's sometimes convenient to get them on a time that you can easily calculate. So if you can pick them up at 8 o'clock, then you know that at 8:30, or 7:30 rather, because if the clock counts down, you have to go and pick it up. And generally in a 1 vs 1 or a deathmatch or anything really, they're easier to pick up because of that very fact, but they're easy to steal from someone if they're trying to time it, but they're also easier to get stolen from you because you don't know well, you do know if you can do the math in your head, which I generally am not that great at, but they're just easier to steal, so you have to watch out for that, and if you can, nab them from your opponent. Now for the Uber brothers, they're harder to steal and easier to maintain control of, simply because they respawn every minute, and every minute you just know, okay, 7:01, I have to go pick it up. Now of course you should start heading for it slightly before, because let's say you have an appointment with the doctors at 8 o'clock, you're not gonna start driving at 8 o'clock, you're gonna start driving at 7:45 because it takes you 50 minutes to get there. In the same manner, you have to start moving towards the armors and the healths according to the time that you think it should get you there. Now in a 1 vs 1 or a deathmatch or a team deathmatch, you have to factor in that there's other opponents. It's not like playing in training where there's no one else there. You have to remember that there's going to be people shooting at you. There's going to be people that you have to fight, and sometimes there might not be, so you might arrive there early, and what are you going to do if you get there early? I see a lot of people stand on it, and sometimes I do that myself, and that's rather dangerous because first off, you might be lower on health and armor, so you take less of the damage, and the places that the armors and the health spawn in, they're not the most tactically advantageous spots. So generally, for the Uber armor, I mean the Uber health, if you look above, there's like a railing or whatever, and you can go up there, and it's nice to sit up there because you're a bit harder to see against the darker outline of the skybox and the mountains behind. And you also have a height advantage. For the Uber armor, my tip is the very top you can see down You could also hide in the water, but generally that's a death trap. I hate going in there. Everyone just flocks in there and it's complete chaos. Also, so it would be best to go on one of the side parts inside the middle tower, though also that's a death trap. It's better if you can hide in there in a 1v1. So in a team deathmatch or a deathmatch, you have to, it's best to just time it completely and just get there right on time. For the big armors, sitting on them is not advisable at all because they're in very, very visible places. You can see them from a lot of the map, and they're easy to shoot at too. So generally it's better if you just run around and give yourself that few seconds away from it, so you can jump down just as it spawns or just before it spawns. And one more quick thing that sort of deals with it: if the enemy is camping on it, you have to watch that you have enough armor, or you have to calculate if it's worth getting that armor or not, because they can get a lot of damage on you pretty quickly just because you went for that item. So sometimes it's better just to give the item away to them. Also, another thing with this map is prediction. You have to predict your enemy, where they're going to be, and you also have to be unpredictable at the same time. You can't follow the same strafe path every time, because if I see someone in a 1v1, of course it's far easier to do that because you're only tracking one person rather than in a deathmatch or team deathmatch. But if they take the same strafe path every time, you can use that to your advantage in two ways. The first being, if you have the advantage, you can use that, and you know that they're going to be in this place because they just went to that place. So you can ambush them and get some, or just get some extra damage on them to soften them up a bit more to even out the score. And also the second reason, which is pretty much the opposite of the first reason: if you are lower on armor and they are higher on armor and they're using the same strafe path, you can just avoid that strafe path and try to steal some health and armor from them. And unless they catch sight of you and chase after you, you're pretty much safe. Of course, this isn't for every opponent. Every opponent varies. Now, another thing is ammunition. I am really bad for this, and I run out of ammunition all the time. There's not really any ammunition indicators or anything built into the game. It doesn't say low ammo or no ammo like some games do, so I often keep track of other things and just completely ignore it. So yeah, that's not very ideal. Now this game is coming to a close, and I'm sure you've noticed a lot of mistakes in it, as there are a lot of mistakes. The people on this team I was playing with were very forgiving, I'll say. That's the term I'll use. It's slightly politically correct. Forgiving. They're forgiving players. They forgive my mistakes. I can get away with some newish things. Anyways, hope you guys have good luck at playing this map, and see you next time.